Hey everybody, I'm here today to make a quick video of myself hanging a large mirror. Let's get right to it. As you can see, I have a large mirror right here, and I'm going to be hanging this on this wall right here. First and foremost, the space that I'm working with is pretty tight, so I did my best to give you the best possible camera view of the space that I'm working in. So I've actually already made the marks on the wall where I'm going to be placing the hangers, or I should say the nails for the hangers, but I'm going to tell you how I got to those conclusions of where to put those marks. So I'm going to outline the process that I used to make the appropriate measurements. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring the mirror a little bit further into the camera's view right here. So basically, as you can see right here, I have these little hooks, and these hooks are going to be attaching to these hooks, and these are what I'm going to actually put into the wall. They're just heavy-duty picture hangers rated at 50 pounds each. I will be using 2 of them. So basically, it's going to go something like this. This hook is going to be in the wall, and then it's going to hook onto this hook right here, and it's going to hang the mirror just like that. Now, in order to get the measurements, what I did was I figured out how far I wanted the top of the mirror to be from the ceiling, and that number was 10.5 inches. So I wanted the top of the mirror to be 10.5 inches from the ceiling. So what I did was I actually got this little hanger right here, this picture hanger, and I hooked it into place, okay? And I got the measuring tape, and I put the measuring tape so that it was actually sitting at 10.5 inches right here. So the top of the picture frame is actually sitting at 10.5 inches on the measuring tape. So we're imagining that this is the ceiling right now. 10.5 inches to the top of the picture frame. Then I got this right here, which is the picture hanger. Sorry, I meant the mirror frame. The picture hanger, and I hooked it into place, and I looked at where the nail would have to go on that picture hanger right here. 29 inches. So basically, the nail has to go 29 inches from the ceiling. That's the conclusion right here. The top of the mirror is 10.5 inches from the imaginary ceiling, and then we look down, and this is hooked into place, and we are at 29 inches, okay? That's the conclusion that I made. So, 29 inches from the ceiling, and I did the exact same thing with the distance from the side of the mirror to the wall over here. So the exact same thing. And what I determined was that I wanted the mirror, I'm just going to make sure it doesn't fall, I wanted the mirror to be 4 3/8 of an inch from the wall. 29 inches and then 4 3/8 of an inch from the wall. Those are the locations of the 2 spots for the nails of the hooks. 29 inches from the ceiling, 4 3/8 of an inch from each wall. Okay, what I'm going to do before I actually put these picture hangers in place, so I'm just going to double check the measurements. So I'm going to go up here, we're making sure that's 29 inches. Yes, 29 inches. And then 4 3/8 of an inch. And we are at 4 3/8 of an inch. We're going to check this one right here, 29 inches. Okay, we're good. 4 3/8 of an inch. We're good. So those locations are perfect for these picture hangers right here, okay? Once again, you should always double check your measurements before you put any holes in the wall, because it's much easier to change a little mark on the wall than to patch up a hole and do it once again. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to actually take the picture hangers and I'm going to install them. I'm going to hammer them into the wall. This is what the mirror looks like, by the way. I guess you'll probably be able to see the recording setup now that you're looking in the mirror, my tripod and my camera. I'm going to install it in just a few moments. So I'm just going to place it to the side over here. All right. Now to install these picture hangers, it's very, very simple. It's just very simply a nail and a hook. You simply use a hammer to put the nail into the wall. That's it. It's literally that simple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hammer right here. I'm going to get the nail in place on the little cross that I made. I don't know if you can see this, but it's a cross. It's a T, so you know the exact center point of where you want that nail to go. I'm going to put it like that and then give it a hammer. Okay, let's get it into place. Perfect. That one's good to go. Let's do the next one. Get a hanger and a nail from this package right here. Okay, let's nail it into place. Just gonna put this nail, so basically just to show you what I'm doing, I'm taking the nail, I'm putting it through the 2 holes, just like that. It's sitting through the 2 holes. I get it into position right here. I know you can't really see much because I'm in the way. Get it into position. You're gonna give it a few taps to get it in place. And once it's in place, you can see it's being held in place like that. I just give it a little bit of support and whoop. So you know what, sometimes, especially because this is plaster, it's not drywall, you gotta give it a few more taps before you let your hand off of it. All right, so everything is good to go. And when you're working with plaster, once again, most of the time it's very similar to drywall in the way that it reacts and responds to hammering and screwing and everything. But because it's a little bit harder to get into, you should give it a few extra taps before you remove your hand to make sure that it's completely secure. Now that those 2 hangers are in place, okay? Now that those 2 hangers are in place, we have to take the mirror and sort of place it on top of the hangers. Now this can be a little bit difficult because of the way of the confined space. I have a little bit of a wall, a mini, portion of a wall, a doorway over here, and I have this wall over here. So I'm gonna have to just sort of put it in place and keep trying. This might happen quickly, it might work quickly, it might take me a few minutes to get it in place, but I'm gonna do it right now. So, take the mirror, get it in place. I'm gonna lift it, and I have my hands on the hooks. So I know roughly, I'm gonna try and maneuver using my hands to get it onto those appropriate hangers, okay? So I'm gonna just lift it in place. I'm gonna feel for the hangers. I feel the hangers. The right one is on, the left one is on. That was actually much faster than I had imagined. As you can see right here, the lovely mirror has been hung. It looks amazing in this hallway. I'll get out of the way so I don't block the view. It looks absolutely amazing. It's nice and straight, nice and level. I actually have a level here just to make sure we're good. I'm not looking for anything that's perfectly level. I'm looking for 90%, but you know what? I would say the bubble's right in the middle. It's perfectly level. As you can see, the level's on there. It's nice and secure. But that's basically it. Hanging a large mirror is actually rather easy. It's a fairly simple task. All that you have to do is put the appropriate hangers in place and put the mirror in place. The one tip is to make sure that you double check, if not triple check or even quadruple check all of your measurements before you actually make any holes in the wall. I hope that you have enjoyed this video tutorial. If you are not currently subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.